All right, a lot of people say, oh, the cousin of this person, or share a grandmother. I remember she was at my grandmother. She always came to, not always, but I did see her at my grandmother's house and all that stuff. And there's a family tie there. So this is Dr. Dow, is literally related to me, and it's really terrible how she would kill her own family, right? And that's the thing I cannot even comprehend. I mean, she knows that this is a part of her family, yet she would still go ahead and prescribe the terrible drug to the mother of my mother children, right? And therefore, killing my baby would have been, my child would have been 10 years old. I mean, right now, I have a missing 10-year-old. This is extremely terrible. I mean, so family ties does not absolve someone of the responsibility for their actions, especially when those actions contribute to mass murder. Blood relation does not override truth or justice. Wrong is wrong, no matter who commits it. So silence in the face of evil makes one complicit. So that is a great point. Let's say, for example, I just don't say anything. Let's say, for example, I don't talk about this terrible. My it's a family tie. It's quite. I don't know what the percentage of is, but she's related, right? We share the same grandmother. And It's like my cousin is a type of cousin here. Let's say, for example, I would not, and I would pretend that my family is so very, they're very good people, and it's a doctor's, a very beautiful home, the doctor and everything. But it's not. It's a wicked, type of witch doctor. Prescribing death drugs and all that stuff, killing babies, right? Killing my 10-year-old or my 10-year-old. I feel him. I see him or her. It's a girl, it's a boy. I don't even know. It's horrible, man. I'm missing a child. I am literally missing a child, right? So let's say, for example, I were silent on this issue, it would make me complicit. Right, so that is a great point. Exposing corruption is a moral duty, even when it involves the family. Right, so my family did an enormous disservice to Clare, which is my hometown. My family did an enormous. Not only this, no, not only this, man. My family is so wretched. Oh man, my family is just so wretched. When you really get down to it, it really is. A depraved lunatic, right? Should not be protected simply because of shared ancestry. Absolutely not. This is actually what this is. She's a depraved lunatic. I mean, can you be any more evil? I mean, can you be any more evil? You're literally killing children. I mean, you cannot. I mean, you belong in the federal penitentiary. That's exactly what it is. And I'm so ashamed to say that we share the ancestry, sharing a grandmother and everything. I remember my grandmother. She died now, but I remember, she was, there, and she had children that was about my age, or the Dr. Dow had children that were about my age and everything like that. It's not right. This is not right. This is absolutely not right. Um, if anything, knowing the person personally only reinforces the horror of their action, and it absolutely does. And I do know this person personally, right? So I do know the Dr. Dow personally. Um, I mean, she's the one that prescribed the death drug to my children's mother, and my child died. So yes, I do. Pretending that she is anything other than what she is, an enabler of systematic killing. Can you imagine this type of content? I mean, the subject matter is so vile and wicked and wretched. I can't even imagine I'm talking about it. So pretending that she is anything other than what she is, an enabler of systematic killing, would be dishonest. So that's the thing, people just have this idea that she's a great pillar of the community. It's not a pillar of the community. She's a death dealer, right? Literally a death dealer, really. It's quite wicked. And there's nothing more that you can do once you reach that level of depravity. There's nothing left. There's just hope for your parole the sentence should be a life imprisonment with 25-year parole ineligibility, right? And if I under certainly if I certainly understood everything that she did, I would certainly not grant any kind of parole if I was on the parole board. But 25 years of imprisonment in a federal penitentiary without any opportunities for parole for 25 years. I mean, that is the sentence that this person, you know, it deserves, right? That is what she deserves. But we all know what's going to happen here. She's going to be retiring soon, and she's going to have a nice, lakefront, properties to be having fun and to enjoy her European vacations and all this stuff. Or in the Caribbean, where she, has a whole bunch of fun there, drinking margaritas, or just coming home and living in her big brick house. Enjoying her grandchildren, right? She's going to enjoy her grandchildren, right? And that's the thing. She does have grandchildren, which is, I'm going to make every, effort to educate them on the subject. And if they, ever get a chance to talk to me, I'll be sure to make sure. But I doubt that they will. I don't think that I will have any kind of, a direct communication with them, but hopefully they will find the truth by themselves. Now, the mother of the grandchildren, is a type of one of these types of death dealers. I do believe a brand new doctor. She went to medical school. The mother of these grandchildren. Yeah. Um, Now, I don't know much about that, but I do suspect that because last thing I did heard, she's into the OBGYN field. So, um, anyways, public awareness is necessary to prevent future atrocities, regardless of who is exposed in the process, right? So let's say, for example, she were to be, um, honest and say, look, I do uh, accept the truth. I mean, nothing would change. I mean, she wouldn't go to prison or anything because the society's laws are just because of this very strange case here, the very very strange case here. This is the reason that she's going to be, um, free. She's going to be she killed the most people and she's free because of this here. And this is ridiculously long, very very long. I don't know how many pages will try to convince you that, oh yeah, but abortion is not really, killing and all this stuff. It's not really a baby, and it's only a fetus or a blastocyst or whatever kind of word that they will say. Look how long it is. I'm not even halfway. Let's continue. And blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. They're talking for so long. It's just too long. And this is the type of I'm not even going to continue, right? This is, but you can read it if you're interested here. This is we'll talk a little bit more about that in the future, but this is the kind of Roe versus Wade of Canada here, which gives them the unlimited ability to just kill a baby, right? For any kind of reason. There's no reason. A woman can go into the Clare Health Center over here, yeah, and have an abortion, yeah, for no reason, right? I just don't like the baby, or I feel like I don't want to be a mother, or whatever kind of thing. And they can kill the baby, which is extremely evil. But IUDs, and like I said, IUDs. This is what's really really terrible. This is the getting a type of a birth hormonal birth control, which is not controlling. It's just killing. It's just killing the baby. That's all it is. This is much more evil. So anyway, this is our great and wonderful Clare Health Center, right? And this is what we pay taxes for. If you want to pay your taxes, you can go pay taxes, and it will directly contribute to killing children. Literally, you pay your taxes, it will contribute to killing children. It's really, you're complicit in the crime. And if you don't like it, well, you don't pay your taxes. And then after that, they're going to kick you out on the street and you will freeze to death because, it's a terrible country. Property taxes are like taking candy from a baby. It really is, huh? But that's the way it is. And they like to, take people's money for property taxes. I wouldn't mind if they were not, kill babies and all the stuff, but that's what they do. And so, I'm not interested in paying any kind of property tax to these guys here because they killed babies and they killed my child. Anyway, that's all for today. I'll see you. Take care.